Good day, friends. Good day, humans. Today, interesting subject, or two separate, so-called separate entities. I want to bring them together and find a correlation between religion and selfishness. So the title goes like this: There's no religion on this world to cure your selfishness. Kind of self-explanatory to ones who want to really hear it, because many people don't even consider questioning themselves why they're going to church, why they are bowing to some invisible, unknown entity. They don't even know why they are pushing their children to do the same mistake as they did. So, question to you: to who do you pray while bowing on the floors of different churches or on your little carpets that you carry around, pretending that this carpet will link you with so-called religion of yours that was left to you for your maintenance from your ancestors, that you don't even agree with? Because if your ancestors left such a bad situation on this planet, why you continue repeating the same mistake? Do you want to do something better that your ancestors did on this planet? I guess you can pretend that you're not noticing how bad is your life, how unfree is your behavior, how not kind is your act towards everybody around, and especially towards yourself. So, to who do you pray when you go to your church? Church or religion, I include all the whatever major religions that are very prominent on this planet: Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, and on. Plus, I'm including a very new religion that not too many actually even treating like one. It's a New Age religion. And the very, very hidden one, it's religion of money, religion of ownership, a religion of control of your life. So when you see how easily we've been indoctrinated that we just have to follow other beings or creatures' rules, or other generations' rules in the present time, like you live in 21st century, yet you're still behaving like you're in the Middle Ages. So why? When you go in your praying spots, for what you are praying for better health, for peace in the world, for more money. I really have to talk with more people who are going into the church, yet whenever we end up in a conversation, they always want to convert me from whatever I am to whatever they believe into. And this is never my case. I'll let you pray. I really let you pray, but I will question your sanity. I'll let you be prey of the one that you're praying at. When you start seeing this praying technique as a very subtle theft of your energy through constant controlling your daily routine, you wake up in the morning, you have to go in the morning at church, you hear bells are ringing, you hear mosques are singing, or they're doing a very loud speaker praise in the Muslim religion, in Buddhism, they are chanting, you can hear all this noise really constantly. But you don't see it as an attack on your sovereignty. You just see it as a rule that you have to follow. So what does it have to do with the selfishness? To me, this is how selfish and ignorant people do. They will just give it everything into so-called God's hands. If you don't know how to deal with your problems, you'll give it into the God's hands and He will make a solution for you. Not these gods, because these gods were pretty much aliens. These gods are very nasty beings or creatures who were here just to keep a control on you, so you don't really wake up in your full sovereignty. These gods are, at the present time, New Age gurus or meditation teachers or channelers. They're channeling some unknown entity that we see them as gods. Are you kidding? Did you ever consider that some of these channeling can be just a pure fabrication of the truth? It's like fake truth that was presented to you, or fake history that has been presented to you as a truth. And because it's coming from above, that what at least you thought so, you have to accept it on the face value. I don't think so. I mean, I really know so that one of the worst that we all has been so ingrained into this religion of money. And this one is absolutely directly linked with selfishness. Many really stupid actors, they're trying to bring selfishness as the way out, like just love yourself and then you will learn to love everybody else. Sure, it looks easy, but it's another trick. What if you love yourself based on killing everybody else? So you're justifying self-love by being an ignorant prick and going and killing people around. Similarity with the selfishness. It's self-absorption, self-importance, self-indulgence. So these are all the words and energetics that are giving our freedom out. As soon as we become selfish, we become unfree, or we stay in prison. Looking on the selfishness as through an ethical prism, that you're justifying being selfish because you have to feed yourself first so you'll be able to help others. Maybe. But of this kind of approach, what is bringing? This selfishness of yours brings more suffering to everybody else. To me, selfishness is lack of compassion. Selfishness is lack of caring for everything around you. To me, selfishness is equal to being absolutely ignorant prick who doesn't want to change any rules that previous religions or present religions of New Age and dollar sign are leading you into, or they're actually leading you for your little I call this dog's chain around your neck. Okay, so you are on the leash. Yes, you're on the leash of these new religions. Money, power, control, fame, whatever. You know, Christian fake God, Muslim fake God, Buddhist many gods, Hindu, holy cows, and the rest. So what's happened? Why we in 2000 years could not even figure out that these stories from, some of the stories from ancient times, Bible, try to show you that we do not bow to the golden cow. Now, who do you bow at the present time? When you go to church, let's say Catholic religion, what you do? You pray for your own betterment. And true Prime Creator will tell you, run out of these places and find a solution for yourself. Find what you have done until this point, that it's really not selfish. Because this selfishness brings guilt. Guilt brings illness or disease, emotional, mental, physical. Everything ends up to physical. Yet nobody want to say why I have to go in another house of God, which is like a church, not realizing that you are this house of God. Your body is a vessel which contains the spark of God, the true God of our Prime Creator, who gave us this ability to experience our not selfishness or being better than yesterday or being kind. As well, when you turn around and you say, who gave us a right to be so ignorant? Who gave us a right to be so nasty, arrogant, killers of other nations, of other people, of other civilizations? Who gave us right to become a destroyers of this planet, which is another very, very divine entity? Huge, to the point of when you stepping on its land, you are like a microbe on the human body. Do you feel this microbe? Not initially, because if microbe becomes, let's say, accustomed to environment and doesn't want to distort the body, then the body doesn't reject it. But if microbe becomes a very nasty virus that starts eating the body inside out, like any kind of cancers, then what's happened? The body starts rejecting this microbe. So don't get me wrong, but Earth has been sick with humanity for thousands of years. And we did not want to realize how selfish we were, that we just want to play this microbe game of eating the earth from inside out. Eventually, the earth will kick us out, will wipe us out when it turns into, let's say, a new sun. How you can stop this? How you can even comprehend that you are totally insignificant in your ill deeds for earth, yet you are very, very significant for your own well-being. So where is your end? How you begin to comprehend how selfish you were, how to comprehend to start doing a bit different that you've doing until yesterday. Start reducing your needs. Start being less adamant with your appetites about everything and anything. Appetite to be right, your sexual predatory appetites where you have to catch or whatever, or your appetites towards eating a raw meat or cooked meat, or eating raw or cooked children. Same thing. No difference. So how to get out of this selfishness that was breathed into us through a religious means? Now don't get me wrong, accusing in any way Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Muslimism, any of them. Communism, it's another religion. Moneyism and New Ageism, same crap. It's just different name of being imprisoned in self-delusion that you are such an importance here living on this planet. Really, with this behavior, we as a puny little selfish humans will be wiped out with the one fart of planet. Will be absolutely wiped out. Nobody would even remember what kind of civilization was living here in whatever 20th century, destroying everything around it, not even considering that they can become integral part and stop being this microbe, virus, parasite that try to destroy a being, a brilliant being like it is Earth. So, stop being a microbe. Become a true sovereign being who knows that selfishness is nothing else but just another trick, another phony that you end up eating it because it came from your ancestors. But you are not your ancestor. You have to find a way to cut this out of your energetics, that you are not your religion, you are not your job, you're not your income, you're not your, let's say, direction. Are you a gay, straight, or both, or none? You're not this. You are here to learn to become unselfish.